Fall Guys X Masters of the Universe is coming soon. There's an event, 5 costumes, and many more cosmetics, so let's get into all the info. Everything in this video is leaked from these sources, so huge shoutouts there. And now let's look at the cosmetics first, because that's probably the most exciting thing for most of you. Here's an image showcasing all 5 Masters of the Universe costumes, and we also have the names of the costumes. Correct me if any of these names are wrong in the comments, because I might get them mixed up. But there's the He-Man costume, of course, Battle Cat costume, Orko costume, and in the background you can see Skeletor 2, which is my personal favourite. And along with Skeletor there's an emote called Skeletor's Cackle, which I'm going to show here. Right, very cool emote, and there's also quite a few other cosmetics in this collab. 6 nameplates, 3 patterns, and 7 nicknames, which are all very high amounts for a single collab. I believe that's the most there's actually ever been of those specific cosmetic types for one collab. And there's also a celebration and some incredible He-Man hair. Only a select few of these cosmetics actually have images that we can show and whatever, so we don't know most of them, like the nicknames, but the ones we do know are going to be the event rewards, which we will get into in a moment. But first we should look at the event challenges of obviously how to unlock these. Now you might remember these being leaked a couple months ago. They're pretty simple, so this shouldn't take too long to explain. 2 of the challenges are to collect Swords of Power, 2 of them are to collect Havoc Staffs, 2 to collect any artifacts in race rounds, 2 to collect any artifacts in survival rounds, and the final 2 are just to collect any artifacts. We don't have the exact numbers leaked as far as I'm aware, however you can expect this to function very similar to the Miku event. 2 different collectibles scattered across solos, duos and squads, as might be familiar with the glow sticks and leaks. Probably roughly the same amount of collectibles as the Miku event, assuming they're spawning at a similar rate. And yep, I'm saying similar to the Miku event, this is gonna limit round pools again. Yay, so exciting. I love being unable to play my favourite Fall Guys maps for literally no reason. This doesn't upset me in the slightest. We'll go into more detail about the exact round pools in a few minutes, but since we just looked at the challenges, the rewards are probably a good thing to look at next. 100 points will give you a nickname which we don't know at the moment. 200 points will award 200 kudos. 500 points is another nickname. However, judging by the other leaks, it seems that one of these 2 nicknames at either 100 or 500 points will actually be a banner slash nameplate, and this one in this image specifically because, well, it's an event reward image. Anyway, 700 points will be a pattern, which appears to be the one that this bean is wearing in this image, and 1000 points, the grand reward, He-Man hair. I know, amazing. Also, forgot to mention this earlier in the video, so I'll just point it out now before you go asking in the comments. No release date for this event yet. No start date or end date. However, this event will obviously be at some point in Season 2. I'll update the pinned comment if a release date gets leaked or confirmed, so check there if you're curious. Anyway, each challenge is 100 points, as you probably guessed. Okay, that's the rewards. Again, this event is going to take over core shows and limit the round pool, so we're going to whine and rant about that in just a minute, but just a bit more info first to get through. A few random strings related to the event that give you an idea of how Mediatonic is describing it. Something is stirring in the magical land of Eternia. It's our He-Man special event. Help stem the flow of magic and earn a hero's reward. You have the power to head over to the store page and pick up some exclusive Masters of the Universe costume bundles, Snarftastic. So yeah, of course all the cosmetics that aren't in the event rewards, like all 5 costumes and that kind of thing, will almost definitely be in the store for show books. You probably guessed that already. We don't know exactly what the bundles will be like or how much they'll cost, but with 5 costumes that's most comparable to the Sonic collab from August, which also had 5 costumes, and this is what the bundles looked like. So do with that information what you want. Maybe the bundles and pricing and stuff will be laid out somewhat similar. Hurry and collect the magic weapons in all our main shows before time runs out. Help save Eternia and earn a hero's reward. And the final string, the power of Bean Skull resides in the Fall Guys arena. Collect the magic weapons in all our main shows to help save Eternia and earn a hero's reward. Alright, it's time to rant about those limited round pools. Drop a like because editing all the rounds on screen does genuinely take ages, and also subscribe because less than 5% of people actually do, and it'll help you to stay up to date on all Fall Guys events and leaks and stuff. Alright, time to to list every round removed from squads and duos for the Masters of the Universe event, again at some point in Season 2. Yes, squads and duos round pools, because unfortunately the solo round pools weren't leaked. However, bear with me because the squads round pool does give a pretty good idea of what we can expect from solo round pools. Right, time for the squads and duos list. Woo! Following round removed from squads and duos for the Masters of the Universe Fall Guys event. Basketball, Bean Hill Zone, Big Shots, Blast Ball, Block Party, Bubble Trouble, Egg Scramble, Egg Siege, Frantic Factory, Full Tilt, Gate Crash, Hexagon, Hexaring, Hexaterrestrial, Hit Parade, Hoarders, Hoopsie Legends, Jump Showdown, Night Fever, Lily Leapers, Lost Temple, Penguin Pursuit, Perfect Match, Pixel Painters, Power Trip, Rock and Roll, Roll On, Roll Out, Royal Fumble, Seesaw, Ski Fall, Slime Climb, Snowball Survival, Snowy Scrap, Star Chart, Sunfruit, The Swiveler, Thin Ice, Tiptoe, Tiptoe Finale, Track Attack, Treetop Tumble, and Volleyfall. Okay, yeah, that's a list of 42 rounds removed. Come on, Mediatonic, but also Bounce Party, Button Bashers, Hoverboard Heroes, Leading Light, Penguin Pool Party, Short Circuit, Speed Circuit, Sweet Thieves, Tail Tag are also missing because they aren't usually in squads in the first place, even with normally round pools. So really, just over 50 rounds in the game aren't in squads. And duos and squads have similar round pools, right? I think the main issue with this is the final variety. Obviously having all those rounds removed sucks, but particularly for the finals. Squads will have Full Mountain, Full Ball, Jinx, and Roll Off. 4 finals, that's it. Okay, but I play duos. Well, too bad, you have 2 finals. Full Mountain and Roll Off. Seriously, 2 finals. Hopefully Mediatonic listens to the feedback about the past few weeks of Fall Guys and how much we've all been hating the limited round pools for 3-2-1 space and Miku, and even when there's not an event going on, literally right now at the time of recording and uploading, round pools are still limited. Of course there is still time for them to change these round pools, but for now that's what we know and that's what we're stuck with. Keep talking and giving feedback to Mediatonic about the limited round pools currently in the game, and maybe that'll make them change their minds about this particular event. Right, how will this affect solos, I hear most of you asking? Well, if squads only has 25 rounds, we can compare this to the Miku event, which had 21 in squads and duos. So solos had 28 maps in the Miku event. We can assume maybe it'll have around 30 in the Masters of the Universe event. Now 30 sounds okay, but bear in mind that Fall Guys has 76 rounds in total as of Season 2. Solos only having 30 is a pretty damn big deal if you ask me. And one more time I'm going to clarify before people get confused, you will still be able to encounter these rounds in custom lobbies and side shows, but it is core shows, which I mean most people play most of the time I assume. If you just want to play Fall Guys normally, then you're going to be playing these shows, that's where the rounds will be removed, okay? Shout out once again to these sources for the leaks throughout this video. If you want to know what the round pools in Fall Guys right now are like, then I suggest clicking on this video to learn more about that. Otherwise you can subscribe to my second channel, which I'll start uploading more on soon, or just click on this other video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!